everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if this is your first time here, my name is Melissa or Missa. I go by both. There's my socials down there. Welcome to my channel. I am starting a new declutter series for 2020 and I am excited to get rid of a lot of makeup. We are going to be doing every category in my collection, and then at the end I can do a full makeup collection video. But yeah, we have to get rid of a lot before then because I am not happy with the amount of stuff that I have. So make sure to subscribe to my channel, turn on your notifications if you want. I upload 3 times a week and we're going to do this all in the course of like a couple of weeks, so probably a few declutters per week. So if that interests you, make sure to subscribe, and if you want to see how it goes with me decluttering my makeup, then just keep on watching. So we've already done foundations, which is this store. It's still looking tidy, and we've done concealers up here. Today's powder and other things like bronzer. I'm gonna do contour palettes, things like that. Please ignore my lovely new IKEA thing that I got for a bargain. We'll look at that later, not today though. So today's powders, and this is my powder drawer, and it stresses me out and I want to get rid of a bunch. Now I've got this tub to put in ones that I don't want, and I'll just put ones that I do want on the floor. Let's begin. There's definitely ones that I can start off with and just I know I'm keeping, like my Hourglass. I'm keeping that, obviously. It's really nice. I don't reach for it a whole lot on camera because my goodness, it's expensive, but I will admit I use this quite a lot off camera just because I feel a bit bougie and fancy, so I'm keeping that. I'm obviously going to keep my coatie. This is doing me really well. It's still got quite a lot left in it, so I mean I'm just going to finish that up. Talking of finishing up, I finished this up today because I've been trying to finish up my Jeffree Star powders. This is translucent. It's completely emptied. I just wanted to keep it to show you that it's empty. Isn't that amazing? I finished something up. I took the stopper out, and then I also have Fair. I'm just going to keep a hold of that because I do really like this formula. It's not my favourite, but it is good, and I'm going to finish it up and then not repurchase it, obviously. But I spent my money for it and I do like it. It smells like candy floss. We're going to finish that up. Right, this is my Maybelline Superstay. Pretty much dead. I can't use it without dropping it all over the floor, so that can go in the bin. However, Nina sent me a replacement very kindly, so we'll use that one. I've got a lot of my new and stuff over here. But anyway, Revolution Opalescent. That's obviously staying. How have I not hit pan on that? I don't know. MUA Pro Base. That's unused. That can just go. My Fenty's going to stay. This is in Butter. It is lovely. I really like it. And I'm keeping it. Right. I do really like this Juvia's one. I did like it the first time I tried it. And I put that in the maybe pile. My Jaclyn Hill. This can stay. This is in Dew Me. It's maybe a tiny pinch too dark, but when I do a look that I'm slightly more tanned for, I really like it. And I got this for £17, and it should be what, almost 40. They were doing 50% off, or £19 I got it for. I don't know, it was 50% off. I was delighted, so I'm going to keep that because I love glowy face powders. We're not doing too well. Okay, this is my Kat Von D. It still has some in it, but I don't need it. I actually emptied, I had 2 minis, so I just emptied them into this pot, which was almost finished. I really liked this powder in the time that I've played with it, but I don't know. I don't need it. My Revolution Pro powder foundation in F4, this can go. I thought it was going to be a dupe of the MAC Studio Fix, which it's supposed to be, but I mean, to be honest, it's not as good. It's not even close. It's rubbish, in fact. This is my MAC Studio Fix. This is in NC15. Pretty much finished, so I'll just finish that up. I love it. It gives me coverage. It makes me happy. I have another one. Here it is here. NC20. This was to replace the one that I'm almost finished. Keeping. I enjoy it. This Revolution Pro Peach one. I've only used this once, and I've only kept my coatie so far loose powder wise at this drugstore, so that can stay for now. Maybe I'll put it in the maybe pile just because I'm not sure. And I'm also going to put my Candid in the maybe pile just because I think it oxidizes and I'm just not sure. Okay, Too Faced Born This Way. I mean, that's probably like halfway done. That can go. And I've got the Peach Perfect, which I haven't tried. Yeah, it's brand new. And I'm going to keep that for when I test my Peach Perfect foundation and concealer at some point. I really love the packaging on that. And then that might go if I don't like it. This is staying. My Revolution Makeup Obsession Pure Bake shade Lace. It's wonderful. Colourpop can go. I never reached for it. Laura Mercier can stay. Oh my goodness, imagine I got rid of that. I love powder. Charlotte Tilbury. This was a present and this is not going anywhere. Even when it's finished and it's just an empty compact, this will stay. Okay, ABH Vanilla. I've used this once, that can go. ABH Translucent, I've used it once, that can go. No, I've used that a few times. But I just don't rate that powder very much. This is Collection Primed and Ready Illuminating Setting Powder. I'm going to keep that because it's illuminating, it's drugstore, it's very cheap. I'm also going to keep my Pure, what is it, Bacon Blot. That can stay and so can Game Set Matte. That one matches this one and they're great together. Not doing very well. OPV can go, I never reach for it. This Makeup Revolution one can go just because it's such a messy pot. NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in Light, that can go, I never reached for it. Maybelline Fit Me, this is shade 10 and this is so dark on me, so dark that this can go, but I have a replacement in the lighter shade, so I'm very excited. That was again from Nina. Me and Nina have a really great friendship. We like send each other parcels every week pretty much, so she's replaced that for me, so that one could go. I'm going to keep Huda Sugar Cookie. I like it. I've used it a lot. Let's bring this forward. Okay. Ciate Extraordinary, that can go. Never reach for it. Elf, that can go. This, the BAM one, Sexy Mama. It's not a great powder, but what I do like is for traveling, or if I know I'm spending a whole day away from home, sometimes I'll bring a powder just to powder my nose. And this is one I just throw in my bag because it's tiny. If it broke for some reason, I wouldn't be devastated. So I will just keep that. It's just like a traveling one that I have. Pure Bake in Translucent Bacon Blot. I'll get rid of that. I don't need two. Elf Halo Glow Setting Powder. This isn't going anywhere. This is like a glowy setting powder that can stay. NARS Snow, that can go. I've used it once. Urban Decay All Nighter. I've not actually tried this yet. I've only stuck my finger in it. I'm going to keep that. They sent it to me and it's my only Urban Decay face powder. I love the packaging and I like the thought of a powder that helps, like a waterproof, long-lasting powder, so that can stay. Another NBA Pro Base, that can go. This Makeup Revolution one can go. L'Oreal True Match. I might as well keep that for old time's sake. Let me bring you in a bit. Okay. Milani Prep Set Glow. Oh, I really like this one as well. It's an illuminating setting powder, but I'm keeping so many that this can go. Dandelion Twinkle can stay. It's actually a highlighter, but it is so sheer that I like it sometimes as an all-over finishing powder that's like only been used a couple of times. And I got it in Sephora in France. My Too Faced Banana one, that can go. I never reached for it. Bare Minerals Well Rested. I'm going to put that in the maybe pile. Morphe Brightening Pink. That can stay. It's my only pink toned powder. Morphe, it's not that expensive and it's great. And this is Luminescence by Revolution Pro. It's lighter than Old Pleasant. I'll keep it. I really love it. Cover FX can go. I never reach for it. I've got 3 Born This Ways. I've used them all. They're all pretty dark on me. I think I got rid of some of these in my last declutter. Right, I'll get rid of Seashell and Cream Puff, and I'll keep Porcelain. Same with Kat Von D. I've got 3. varying different colours. I will keep Fair 120. No, I won't. I'm gonna get rid of them all. I never reach for them. They're nice powders. This is Art Deco, I think, is it? Yeah, Art Deco. That can go. It's a luminous finishing powder, but I don't reach for it. Stila can go. I bought that and I've never used it. My Bare Minerals can stay. This is like a matte setting powder and a luminous one. I got this for such a bargain in TK Maxx. I've wanted it for a really long time, so that can stay. And in terms of maybe pile, we've only got 4. Juvia's and Bare Minerals can go. I don't reach for them. Bare Minerals, I really wanted to love this, but it's just too dark for me, which is a big shame. And I'll keep these 2 cheaper ones. Bite me. I think my problem is I don't really have a solution for storing things like powders. I had all my lovely acrylic storage. I left it in Edinburgh. I should have picked it up. I didn't. I forgot. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to store this in unless I could go like buy some more baskets at Pound Stretcher, which is very close to me. Oh, my bin's moved, so I just threw that on the floor. Yeah, I think in terms of new setting powders, I've only got 2 or 3 in this like new in thing, and I plan on keeping them. So I'm not worried about that. I have some baskets, but I think I need those for my bronzers. But I shouldn't need 6, and 6 wouldn't fit. But I also don't think I'll fit all my powders in these 2 here. I do have as well, like, a glossy box. I mean, this isn't going to be very sexy, is it? But, you know, it's not really necessary for it to look super sexy. I could just buy more baskets because I need to go pick up my prescription anyway, so I could just get another 2. Right, let's try with these 4 and see if I can like fit everything in these 4 and then go from there. Yeah, I think it'll fit in all these 4. I've really kept so much more high-end, but again, it's just one of those products I definitely prefer high-end powders. I just think I can really see a difference. So let me just stack these a bit nicer. And I've not forgotten about my drawer liners. I'm just kind of testing this system because I have to nip out anyway. I might as well see like what I need to buy. So that's loose drugstore, press drugstore, all loose apart from this one. I mean high-end drugstore, whatever. I think that's fine because I sit here looking into the drawers, so at least I can see what they all are. I'll just take these out and put a drawer liner in, and then we're going to move on to bronzers and then contours, and that is better. Let me show you. I mean, I should show you what I'm getting rid of, shouldn't I? This entire basket, and this is a really deep basket. All of these are going to go. I don't need them. I'm really sad about the Bare Minerals just because Shaniexo loves this so much and I really wanted it to work for me. It's just far too dark. I am very, very pale. Apart from that, I'm not really bothered. I mean, the Nars, I'm quite upset about. It's honestly, I don't know, it's a kind of a weird powder. I'm not sure I really love it that much. The rest I'm not like so upset about. But I am trying to be brutal and not keep too much, and I think like that's a good amount of decluttering. Let's move on to bronzers, where I'm not looking forward to it because I'm very attached to bronzers. Highly attached, and I need to get more. Only 89p baskets, I think. I don't think the lighting's going to be fab here because I am like behind my desk on the floor. Ignore my bin. We're going to do bronzer. So we did highlights up here, we did blush. Now we're going to do bronzer. This has like some contour palettes in it as well. And we're just going to, some of these are going to be so easy and some of them are really not going to be easy. We'll do contours after. So I love bronzers. I am kind of addicted to bronzer. It's one of my favourite products to ever exist. I don't know why. I am just gonna, I mean, it's probably not gonna get rid of a whole lot, okay? So please forgive me. I'm gonna keep my Jouer Sunlight and Suntan Duo saved up for this. Finally got it. I love it. I used it today. I only really used the lighter side, but it's great and it was very expensive. I'm gonna keep my Fenty babies. I've got Cream in Amber. Again, this was a gift. It is lovely. I'm keeping it. It's a great shade on me. And then this was also a gift, Butter Biscuit, which is my only cream bronzer, I think. Well, no, I might have a couple more now. And then I have In the Sun, which is one of my favourite bronzers. It's very like Hula Light, and I'll keep that. I bought that one myself. And I also have Shady Biz, which is still brand new and unused, and I think I'm gonna part with this one because I have so many bronzers that this one isn't needed. So that one can go, which is a bit sad, but get over it, Melissa. I'm obviously gonna keep my Intrinsic palette. This bronzer is life. This blush is life. That stays. Rimmel contour kit, that can stay. I like it a lot. Cocoa contour can stay. I'm just trying to get rid of them out of my vision. Oh, Essence Contouring Duo can stay. I've hit pan on both sides. Isn't that amazing? And likewise, my Revolution Sculpting bronzer, this can stay. This really impresses me. I like put my brushes in products and then tap it off in the mirror if I don't want to get my hands dirty. Anyway, I love this bronzer, so that stays. Right, what else have we got? We've got lots. L'Oreal, back to bronze. I really like this. I like all my bronzers. It's just quite pale. It's not super expensive. I'm going to put it in the maybe pile just because, like, I wouldn't give that to anyone else because I've used it so often, but I also don't want to bin it. I'll put that in the maybe pile. I've got this Sleek face contour kit. An old favourite. An old love of my life. That can go. I don't use it anymore. I don't need it. It can go. Got my Too Faced Sweetheart bronzer. I like it because it's got a bit of a glow to it. I just tend to go for this paler side over here. It really suits me. I like it a lot. And I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep Hula Light. I've hit pan quite badly. Okay. Too Faced. This one can go. It's just a bit dark on me. This Art Deco one can go. Don't need to keep them all. I'm actually expecting another 2 bronzers in the post. I've got a Nars one coming and I've got a Nabla one coming that Hermes has lost, which is really irritating, but c'est la vie. Hourglass, this is in the shade Nude Bronze Light. Barely used. It's just too expensive and it's not that great. I mean, I love the Hourglass ambient lighting powders. I do think they're great, but this, I struggle to reach for it when I'm filming because I'm like, how can I advertise like a £40 bronzer when it's not that much better than Makeup Revolution? Do you know what I mean? So that can go. What? Hourglass can go. Can you imagine? Elf St. Lucia. I think this can stay. I was really impressed by this when I tried it, so that can stay. I'm going to say Hasta La Vista to Nars Laguna. It's still got quite a lot left in it, but this must be 5 years old at this point, and I do have another Nars one coming in the post from my Australian friend Nissa. So yeah, that can go. My Bobbi Brown eyeshadow in Weak can go. I was keeping that as a contour, but I never use it. My Natasha Denona Mini Bronze and Glow. Honestly, this is too dark for me, but I love it. I love my Natasha Denona. They're like products I really save up for and then really appreciate when I have, so I'm going to keep that. I'm also going to keep my new Nudestix Nudies Matte Bronzer in Terracotta Tan. I just got sent this from a PR company and I've used it once. I like it. Do you know what? I used this today as well and I really enjoyed it. I just don't need so many contours, but it is like fairly inexpensive. It's Makeup Revolution. I never use this side, but this side is a really lovely shade on me. I'm going to put that in the maybe pile. I Heart Revolution Summer of Love. This can stay. Classic old favourite. Milani in 04. This can stay. It's a favourite as well. It's a glowy bronzer. I've got shade 5, which can go, but I don't know where that is right now. Too Faced Milk Chocolate. That can stay. I've not hit pan, but you can see the ridges of the pan underneath. I've used that a lot and loved it. And likewise, Huda in Light can stay. This is a cream contour and I love it a lot, so that can stay. Cream contour is like one of my favourite things in the world. Rimmel Radiance Brick, that can go. Hoola. I've got like a full one and then I've got one that I've superly hit pan on, so I'll get rid of that one and I'll keep the fuller one. I use Hoola sometimes. Right. All these contour palettes can stay. These are my, like, I love these drugstore. I've got Makeup Revolution cream and powder. I don't think you can get the powder one anymore, but I feel like all of their contours are made equal. And likewise, I love my NYX, so I'm going to keep both of those. Milani, this is shade 5, that can go. Just because I've got shade 4, which suits me way better. I love this and it's so cheap. MUA Bronze can stay. This costs like £2, so that stays for great drugstore videos. Likewise, my Bourjois, this bronzer, I got it in Superdrug, or Boots. I got it in store and then I've never seen it again. Also, Boots don't have Bourjois anymore, but you can get this on Amazon and it is one of the softest, smoothest, most buttery, lovely bronzers that I have. And I use this a lot in my own time, not a huge amount on my channel just because it is like hard to find, but it is on Amazon, so I'm going to keep that. What is this? Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo. This can go. This kind of goes between my highlight and bronzer drawer. I very rarely reach for it. I got that in TK Maxx for an absolute bargain, but that can go. This Primark contour palette can go. Oh, Wet n Wild stays. I've got 2. I had 2. Apparently I've only got 1. Palm Beach Ready. This can stay. It's a super glowy bronzer and it's very cheap. Still available from what I can see. Oh, I've just kept this for ages. This must be like my oldest bronzer. This must be like 8 or 9 years old. That can go now, but how good were they back in the day? My Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer can stay. Much easier to get hold of now in the UK, thankfully. What else have we got? Oh, this bronzer's lovely. This is Natural Collection. This is about £2 as well. And it really blew my socks off. But I've got my MUA one, which I prefer, so that one can go. And I really need to cull this down. This is new and I've not played with it yet, so I will keep it, but I can imagine this is going to go. This is the Jelly Bronzer by Collection, but it is literally a highlighter. But I'm going to try it once, might as well. And then I'll keep my LA Girl bronzer stick, because I really liked it in my video that I did, and I feel like it's maybe a dupe of the Nudestix one that I have, which is just way more expensive. My Maybelline City Bronzer stays. I really enjoy this. That stays. So does my CYO. I've got a lot of drugstore bronzers that I adore, so they can both stay. This Primark one can go. I feel nothing for it, but I really like this Makeup Revolution one. I always kind of gloss over it because I don't really think about it, but it's very similar to Hoola Light in tone. Kiko, that can go. I think I've used it once. I have very little Kiko in my collection. This Revolution Pro one can go, it's just way too dark for me. XX Rev, this is in the shade Demo. That can go. I mean, I've got the other XX Rev one, and like this is fine, but it's like not that special. I've only used it once. So that can go. Collection highlight and contour kit, that can go. On my Solar powder from Soap and Glory, that can stay. I don't really reach for it much. This is like the only Soap and Glory thing I own, but I do really love that bronzer, and that's actually my second one because I used up my first one. Bahama Mama from the BAM. I used to love this as a contour, but that can go. I never use it. ABH Rosewood, that can stay. I've decluttered all of the rest of my ABH ones, and I like this a lot. This drawer at one point had nail polish remover in it, and it's really like ruined the bottom of my drawer. And then I've got my Patricia Bright contour highlight. I can get rid of this. Honestly, I've just got so many contour highlights, blush palettes. I really don't need this one. And I think we might as well do my contour drawer as well. And highlight palette drawer just like right now, because I'm wanting to fit all my contours and like palettes and bronzers into one drawer. I've got my pajama bottoms on. Ignore that. So Tarte Park Avenue Princess. I got this in my Glossybox advent calendar. I never reach for it. It's pretty much too dark. The only shade I love is this Enhance shade. It's really nice as a nose contour because it's so fair. The rest of it's just, it's far too dark for me. I love the packaging. This is like one of my only Tarte things as well, apart from my Shape Tape, so that's a bit of a shame. I'm just going to go back to my two maybes. I've got my L'Oreal and my... I'm going to keep those both for now. I'll see how everything stacks up in my bronzer drawer. For this drawer, okay, I've got my Cover FX palette. I was dying for this for such a long time. I honestly never reach for it, so that can go. Gutted. Sleek cream contour kit, that can go. I've got my Makeup Revolution and I have my NYX. I don't feel like I need that one. Makeup Obsession, that can go. I never reach for it. That's all highlight. Urban Decay, I smashed one of the powders, but I do really like this. Let me just bin that. The flaky bits. I'm going to keep this because this is another thing that I really saved up for a long time, and I feel like when I've really culled down my collection I will reach for this more, so I'm going to keep that one. My gorgeous Too Faced natural palette. It's like a bronzer, blush, highlight. I mean, they're absolutely stunning. I never ever reach for it. I think it's because I just prefer peach blushes, so I never think to reach for this, so that can go. Highlight of my Blushing and Bally palette from BH. I think it's too pink. Yeah, it's stunning, but it's really pink. They've got a peach tone one that I want, so that can go. This Essence contour kit can go. I got that free and in order on Just My Look. My ABH cream contour kit. Oh gosh, that can go. That should probably go in the bin. It's probably that old, to be honest. And my powder contour kit. This is one of my first ABH products. I really loved this for a really long time. I'm gonna keep it because it's quite sentimental to me, and I do really love this one here. You can clearly see I like that one, so that can stay. I could probably just like take these out, like just keep these two, but if I put them in a Z palette I'll never reach for them, but if they're in this I will, so I'll keep that. My Morphe, what is this, 8L, that can go because I plan on buying the new one with the bronzers and the contours and the blush and the highlight. It's £24, so I'm just kind of not buying it yet, but this can go. Although I will say this shade Literati up here is very similar to Hula Light, and it makes me want to keep it for that. Oh, I'm so bloody tempted. I don't know what to do because I can do with all of, like, these can go and it doesn't bother me, but this shade is quite special in just that it is very pale, so it's great for us pale people. I'm just going to put it on the movie palette just because it's literally only one shade in there that I want to keep. Okay, Smashbox. This was the Holidays Contour and Highlight Palette. I've used this like 3 or 4 times, but that can go. That was limited edition. Right, Anastasia Aurora. That can stay. That's my only colourful highlight palette, apart from Moonchild. I love Lucky Clover. I've used that a lot. I've used this palette a lot, but that can go. My Nicole Guerrero. That can go. I never reach for it. I think all of these can go. This is Gleam, that can go. Sugar, that can go. I just never reach for them. Sun Dipped, that can go. Dream is maybe the only other one I want to keep. But what annoys me is I tried to find it the other day after using it in a video, and I'm pretty sure it was limited edition because I can't find it online apart from like a couple on eBay and Amazon for like £70, and I'm like, oh. But this is, it's just quite a special formula. I feel like they did a really good job with the formula, and I can literally get away with all of the shades in here. So I think I'll just keep that for me. It looks so mucky, but I've used it so much. I think I will keep that. I do love it a lot. So, I mean, realistically, so far I'm only keeping 2 highlight palettes out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. And then last up is my KVD Fetish blush palette. I really only keep it for Salem. Again, I don't want to depot it. I don't feel like I would ever use it if I depotted it. The highlights really are stunning. This was, again, the limited edition. You can't get it anymore. I think it's time to say goodbye. I've got so many lovely blushes and highlights. And what's this? My Stila Little White Lies. That can go. That can go. So really, I'm only kind of fussing over my Morphe for that one shade. I don't know what to do, lads. I just don't know what to do. I'll see how things like stack up. I've got 2 empty drawers now, and I would quite like to put all my contours and my bronzers just in one drawer, and surely they will all fit. And then I'll have another free drawer for something else. And yeah, I'm keeping quite a lot, but I do feel like I'm going to get rid of quite a lot as well. But what I need to do now is go out and get more baskets. I've got to run a few errands anyway, get some more food shops in. I need cheese. I've run out of cheese. Yeah, I'll come back and we'll clean the drawers, we'll refill them, we'll stack them, we'll get baskets, and then I'll show you what I'm getting rid of and what I'm keeping. And I feel like that'll be like quite good for today. Like, we don't need to do any more than that. Yeah, I'll go and buy stuff, and then I'm kind of still on the fence about these 2. We'll just see how they fit, and if I can't fit them in, then they'll need to go. Oakley dokley friends, I'm back. It's a few hours later. I now have 4 baskets. I thought I had white ones at home, so I bought 2 more white ones, but they're actually silver. Whatevs. So we're going to try and fit all my bronzers and contours in here. And we'll like my new one from Nissa just arrived, Nars. This is a Paradise Found bronzing powder, and I knew she was sending this to me. Nissa's Australian. I feel like I've known her forever now. And that is it. It's got like a gold overspray on it. It's so beautiful. It's massive. It's 16 grams of bronzer. So this can go. I'm kidding. Is it just me? It's not just me, and I hate when people say, is it just me that likes pasta? And you're like, no, it's not just you. Anyway, I'm always tempted to keep boxes of things, but I am gonna get rid of the box. So, oh gosh, I need to clean this drawer. That's grubby. Hair in here. I'm gonna be sick. Again, I'm just gonna like stack stuff in and then hope it all fits, and then I'll put my drawer liners in afterwards. Yeah, we'll just see. So, I just don't know, I don't think these are gonna fit in a basket. These are my bigger palettes. I just don't want to have all this in more than one drawer. So maybe I could take these out, roll these forward. Give me 1 second, this is going to be noisy, sorry. I have this bigger one. Oh, it's not going to fit. Why can't things just fit perfectly the first time? I mean, I could probably really like force these in. Oh my goodness, I can. Look at that. That's not going to go anywhere because it's like holding each other in place. That ain't too shabs. Right, let's fill this up. Okay, so I'm gonna put high end here, drugstore here. I can't lift you up any higher. I am terribly sorry. So you can't really see. Maybe that's slightly better. Drugstore, high end drugstore, and then I'll do like bigger palettes and stuff like that at the back. Contours, bronzer palettes. This is turning out quite well. Palettes. Because I do have quite a lot of room, I'm going to put my ABH at the back here. My 2 ABH highlight palettes I'm keeping, and I'm going to keep my Morphe just until I buy the new one, and then I'll declutter that to someone else that will use it, because they all fit in there like real nice. And that is now all of my bronzers and contours and my only 2 highlight palettes condensed into one drawer, whereas before they were in 2 drawers. So I'm actually tempted to keep more because I've got so much space, but that is really good. And now look, I've got a whole free drawer. It's also super mucky. Oh no. I missed 4, hold on. Much better. How good is that? It all fits in one drawer. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. Okay, let me show you what we are getting rid of. Look at all the ones I'm getting rid of. A heap of palettes, a heap of singles. Sorry about the dog barking. Look at all the ones I'm getting rid of. So many. So many. So many. I'm really proud of myself because I used to just collect makeup for the sake of having it and just to be like, look at my huge collection of makeup. And over time I've realised that's just really not important, and I'd rather keep quality than quantity, and I'd rather declutter so I have room for new arrivals and things. I'm really proud of that. We did 3 drawers today. I'm not really sure what we have left. We've got palettes left, which will be a good one. That'll be a fun video. I think that's it really. So bronzers and contours, high end, apart from I had to fit this collection one down here. Drugstore palettes, looking lush. And then look at my powders. If you could stop rolling around, that'd be great. Look at that, it's so much better. I'm so pleased. I feel just such a good job. I feel like all of these would fit in here. I should just do that. Anyway, I'm very pleased with that. I've still got to go through all this new and stuff, but we're getting there. We are absolutely getting somewhere. There we have it then. How do you think I did? So thank you so much for watching. I do really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you think I did. And subscribe because you don't want to miss the rest of the declutters in my collection. And yeah, I'm going to piss off. Have a nice day, whatever you're doing. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.